Just 2 short years ago, we completely revamped our junior high curriculum to really focus on the concepts of STEM. And prior to that, we included many of those concepts, but it was never laid out in a philosophical fashion that we follow now. And that philosophy is to ask our kids to think like a scientist, communicate and design like an engineer, and ultimately build like a technician. The kids could really think the ideas through, they could dream it, they could design it using 3D software, but it was very difficult for them to actually create it. So we were kind of falling short of making their ideas come to life. Now that we've created this Vision Center, we really have the capability to make their dreams and ideas and imaginations come to a tangible invention or idea.
I think when we just designed it on the screen, we all didn't care as much because it wasn't actually going to be something that we could take home and show everybody or hang up in our room. But now that we actually can, it is pretty cool, and I think all of us spent a little bit more time.
Every junior high student has touched this equipment, and that has a profound impact on our district, plus also a number of students at the high school level. And really, we're impacting over 50% of our population 7th to 12th grade.
Anything of any importance and any substance that takes place in a collaborative manufacturing standpoint involving individuals who possess different skill sets, different abilities, and come from different walks of life. And that's why we're committed to providing this opportunity across the board for all of our students, regardless of their educational platform or place, lot in life, really giving them the opportunity to have meaningful interactions with all students, because we know that communication is key, and it's really important to empower kids with those meaningful opportunities.
With these classes, we use math and science every day. With every project we use, there's a little bit of math, a little bit of science.
These are tools that kids are going to be able to use maybe someday in industry or the line of work they choose. Very much like our math and science and art curriculum. So I see a perfect dovetail match. It gives them a chance to see how the material is applied in real life. Math equations are plugged into the equipment and calculations are formed.
You have to get certain measurements right of something that you drew up, and then you have to transfer it into a 3D online program and then get it to the 3D printer.
In 7th grade, the students have used each piece of equipment for at least one project. And we've designed things from chip clips to locker magnets to book bag tags. At the 8th grade level, we've utilized the equipment to even go further and design a bobsled vehicle that we can propel down the track.
The primary way that this new equipment really affords educational opportunities beyond the technology and engineering wing is really centered at getting students involved, seeing math in action, having opportunities to design, test, and retest, to test their hypotheses, and again, have that communication piece where they are put in positions authentically to collaborate, really provide a great springboard into supporting disciplines.
In these classes, we don't use any textbooks. If we have any problems or anything, we look it up and do research on. Right now we're looking at amplifiers for phones and stuff like that. So you'd have to look up different ways that amplifiers work and how you can make it out of plastic.
Really at the high school level, the sky's been the limit. We built small BeetleBot robots and then redesigned the gripper using the 3D printer so they could battle it out and play soccer against each other.
We're blessed to have a school board that certainly is very accommodating and very interested in trying to be progressive and trying to provide our students and our staff with the best opportunities. And they made a large commitment to this technology wing, to this STEAM or STEM area. But to be perfectly honest with you, even with their commitment, I'm very confident that that area specifically wouldn't have turned out as well as it did without the financial contributions of this grant that we were lucky to receive.
Just like to thank AIU3, the Benham and Grable Foundations, and Chevron for really making these opportunities possible for our students. This has really springboarded and moved us completely forward to next year, where we'll have a class that is co-taught by a physics teacher and somebody from the technology and engineering department. The students will get math science credit for that. And without this grant, that would never be possible.